everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here with round number 1 of Senate League Season 2 in our alternate sim series. And yeah, we are here at the Hermanos Rodriguez circuit in Mexico for obviously the Mexican Grand Prix. And yeah, so let's then go into qualifying then. As you can see, we are here today on our little pre-qualifying session, and this time I'm gonna be showing this because there's other things that should be talked about, and one of them it's the changes in the tires. The tires will now the tires are different and they wear out a bit faster than before, and the drivers have been feeling that there is less sort of grip on the tires, but they also feel at least at the start that they can actually accelerate out of the corners a lot faster than before as well. So yeah, this was done so that we could have a bigger balance within a 1 or a 2 stopper for this season, and hopefully it should work. As also we do have the difference between mediums and hards is also a lot bigger, so this is to perhaps allow for the drivers who start on soft to not get screwed up by starting on mediums and softs, and but yeah, by just starting on a softer tire, while the ones on the hards end up making overcuts sometimes, which yeah, it happened a lot in season 1. So once again, hopefully that could improve things for this season. Also, qualifying will be now a bit bigger. It's going to be 7 minutes, and all 3 tires can all be used. All 3 compound of tires can be used, even though it's going to be even though there's a big difference in the tires. The current ones, the softs, you can only pretty much do 1 flying lap. Oh, okay, yeah, so there's a little mistake, as I need to take off. So as I was saying, there is a difference now. So even though there's a big difference in the tire compounds, currently now with the softs you can pretty much only do 1 flying lap on each stint, which is way too less. Not really that much. So the hards and the mediums might give you chances of doing more laps. So that's the theory that the FIA came in for this season. And so yeah, it should be interesting to see how will this end up being like, as we have then. Obviously this first lap will not matter that much, and this is the thing as well, is that on this second lap the tires are already a little bit weird, and maybe the hards and mediums could be a bit better on this second lap on each stint, and therefore maybe even be better than the softs and the mediums and hards. I mean the mediums and the softs, I mean. I've been a little bit confused today. But here we go. Then we got Hallberg. Then can he take position? Oh, well, yes, he can actually. It's Sven Hallberg then on provisional pole. Sebastian Muller will follow him in second place. And it's Emerson Gomez, one of the rookies this season. Very experienced driver though, but not on this series. But yeah, he's new here, but he's seen as who could potentially be as one of the main challengers to Sebastian Muller for this season. And yeah, everyone seems it's pretty much been the talk of the paddock. And yeah, if you're very confused with the lineups for this season and everything that's going to happen for this season, I made a little season preview, as I also talk about the calendar and in the lineups and all of that. One thing I didn't talk though was the point system. Is going to be different actually. This should be explained as soon as we get into the end of this season, or this race, when we have a look into the standings for the first time at least. So yeah, I think Gomez didn't improve on this lap, but I think he improved on the previous one. As I can see now, this is what I think having more compound of tires in qualifying could bring. It's a big difference in the strategies as well, drivers pitting at different times. We should make things a lot more exciting then. But yeah, this track could be a bit complicated to race at, as you can see. At some point you really cannot do that the baseball stadium session is really becomes really hard to do with these cars, and that's it. It's gonna be, I think, proved to be a very tricky part of the track for the drivers this race. And so yeah, so we still got Hallberg leading the way in this qualifying, Muller in third, Gomez ahead, so this is interesting. But now we see Muller and Hallberg now starting their second stint, and then on the next lap they'll have a second flying lap attempt. Yeah, we still got Gomez and Leon still staying out. As you can see, is now, oh my god, yeah, Solem really doesn't have more tires, but it still continues to stay out. This qualifying has been a little bit chaotic in a way. But yeah, we'll see now. We have Hallberg, and Muller also now trying once again to improve. We also have Bulatov up there as a security in P10. Then we got Morelli then in P7. On the second stint we also got Nakano quite up there, and now Gomez leaves the pits. As you can see, I don't think, Hallberg did not improve, same with Muller. But now Gomez is on the medium tires, this could be interesting. And now we have Leon finally pitting. I think Gibson will also pit as well. And now we see Muller's going so wide there. Jesus Christ, it was very weird what that happened there. And once again, that stadium session is going to be so tricky for the drivers. It is really not easy to drive. So yeah, in the meantime we do still have Gomez leading the way in terms of track position at least, but yeah, in qualifying he's in second place. So let's see if he can improve or not. And can he do it? No, he's very close though. Was quite close to improve, but yeah, now we got Gibson with very fresh tires, maybe being the next driver to improve. You can see right here the Scottish driver in P5 actually tied with the pole here, Ziatek, both with the 31.45. And then you got Genki Nakano as Leon pits again. There we go, some drivers actually pitting again as Gomez does not improve his lap. We see, and Gibson doesn't improve either. But let's see, he might have a chance now that he's in second in terms of track position. So that might give him a better lap here, a lot of free air as well. So you have Ziatek actually improving for a 31.38, so yeah, Gibson needs to have an answer for this now. There you go there, nice and easy on the stadium section. The Ziatek was quite wide. And can he do it? No, actually does not improve once again. But yeah, we do still have some drivers like Hallberg still with some chances of improving. As you can see, a lot of drivers pitting for the softs right at the end. Now this actually does allow for the teams and drivers to not spend too many soft tires with just qualifying. So this is interesting. They can just burn some rubber at the start and then improve later on with some track evolution. But yeah, we do have then, can Hallberg improve? Is quite close once again, and a lot of drivers do get very close to improving, but they just quite can't do it. As you can see, Nakano also not improving. Bulatov is going to be not improving as well. Now Robert does improve to a 32 flat. Yeah, then we have Solem here with Gomez once again now ending qualifying. Yeah, Gibson will then, I guess, starting from P6 at best, as we see. Oh my god, Hallberg once again so close to improving, but he doesn't do it in the end. And yeah, just not. It was a weird qualifying session, if I'm honest, and I guess FIA will be evaluating their decision and maybe get back to only softs qualifying for the next race. So yeah, the series is still new. FIA wants to try lots of new things, and yeah, they might not have that much experience yet with this series. But either way, let's have a look into the starting grid for the race. So looking at the grid, we have Sven Hallberg then starting on pole position for anti-PAM with Emerson Gomez in second place. So really good debut qualifying, starting already on the front row, just ahead of our current champion Sebastian Muller in third, just ahead of his teammate Carlos Leon in P4. Then we got Jacob Z taking P5 ahead of Dave Gibson, the runner-up from last season. Then we got Giancarlo Morelli in P7, just ahead of Kenki Nakano. Then we got Roy Vermeulen just ahead of Ivan Bulatov, who closes the top 10. Then we got Robert Wood just ahead of Solon. Then we got William Maxwell and then Tom Odegaard starting at the back. So this should be a very interesting race now. For the first time we will have 14 cars in the same race instead of only 12, so it should be a lot more exciting. But here we go then. The season 2 starts right now. As you can see, Hallberg having quite a good start here. As we see now, both LSAs giving pressure to Gomez, who tries to now defend against the Spaniard, as Muller goes a little bit off the track and now loses the position to Carlos Leon there. In the meantime, we see Gomez then taking the lead of the race. Really nice start by the Brazilian, as we see then the Swedish driver now trying to get that position back, as you can see. And now Gomez managed to not go off the track, as we see Muller goes massively off the track there. But Leon cannot pass him, but now he's gonna do it, as Hallberg now takes back the lead of the race. With Leon on the softs then keeping third then. As we see also Gibson in the P5, so I think he got ahead of Zietek. But yeah, then you got Vermeulen and now Wood here side by side with each other. And there he goes, Wood taking that position, as now we see Leon then trying a move on Gomez, as Gomez goes off the track once again. It's a very big issue, as you can see on that stadium section. As we see now Leon now just ahead of Gomez. Now he has to go defensive, as the Brazilian might try something around the outside, but he couldn't do nothing there, could he? Really tricky spot to overtake and to go side by side. And yeah, so Leon now ahead in second place. He absolutely needs it. He's on the soft tire, as you can see, and it seems to be making a big difference, because one of the Matthias Racing drivers then on the softs gaining a lot of positions, as you can see. He started from last place, but he's up to P5 because of this. Amazing stuff here by the Norwegian team. As you can see now, Odegaard up into the top 5, as you see. Oh my god, Gomez and Leon, I think, went off the track, which now puts Gibson in second place then, with Gomez in third. Then we got Leon now in P4 with Odegaard once again in P5, as we see now Muller having to pass this driver once again, but he's just buying his time now. He has the inside, but he went too much on the inside there. And so yeah, now Gomez tries to pass his teammate here. They go side by side now, both full forces here, and they sort of managed to survive, and Gibson managed to keep the position, which now does allow for Hallberg to try and extend that gap. He's on the medium, so he should have a faster tire. And I'm pretty sure with the long straights and generally fast corners, I think this should be a good track for the faster tires. So yeah, there he goes, and Leon now trying to pass Gomez once again. Hopefully he doesn't get into any incidents, and there he goes. Quite easy move there on the straight. Now he had some issues there on the first couple of chicanes, but yeah, Gomez didn't have any way to get past him. And we have Muller now trying to pass Odegaard, but yeah, the Norwegian driver really doing a good job there, keeping himself ahead. As we see then, German really probably started to get frustrated about this. But yeah, we still got Zietek there in P7 doing a good race right now, having a good start to the season. We see now Robert Wood now battling Morelli, and this is probably the first time where the Italian has to battle his teammates. But now there's no question about if they will get points or not, because every driver gets points from now on, in this season at least. Yeah, there's a change in the point system Also, it does seem that the wins are less rewarding this season as well. But so consistency should be more important. As you can see, Muller goes for a very aggressive move there on Odegaard there. As you can see now, up into P5. He's on the hard tires, so maybe that Matthias Racing driver tires are really starting to get very, very old. So as you can see now, Gomez tries to move on the inside. They both go off the track here, as you can see. So once again, Leon just having some incidents with Gomez. Once again, these two drivers might have a talk probably after this race. Because yeah, Leon might be very pissed about all of this, as we see then. Gomez on a LSA sandwich here. As in currently P4, we see now Zietek trying to get a pass on that yellow car, but now we see Moore also trying to get past Gomez here. As you can see, he goes for a move on the inside, but that doesn't work well. And how let's see now, Gomez will try once again, go for the move, but yeah, just not close enough. Now I might try it again here on this second chicane, and there he goes, Gomez up to third place. It was actually a clean move, really showing his skills here, showing why there was a lot of hype around him when he came to this series. But now I can see Leon goes deeply off the track there, and how Muller managed to get up to P4 then. I think those tires are really starting to get quite old for the Spaniard, and I think he might have to go into the pit soon. And we will see how the strategy will go for him, because yeah, he's going to be losing a lot of positions. There are a lot of drivers in mediums and hards for this race, so we're certainly going to drop quite a bit as the pit speed came back to how it was at the start of the previous season. So yeah, it should be interesting then, but Leon still continues to stay out. And at this point, yeah, we do, looks like, oh yeah, no, Godgar actually went into the pits then, so might be dropping almost to last place. As you can see, yeah, it's going to be in P13 then, just ahead of Nakano, who's on the softs and still had to pit. And he's in last place, so I wonder what happened to the Japanese driver, if he's having any problems, as he's racing for the Rush squad this season. As obviously he had to move on from Red Bull, as the team pretty much left the grid. That's why we see then Hallberg with anti-PEM this season. But then now we have Gibson then trying to get past Hallberg here. And this could get very interesting as he goes on the inside line, but he goes off the track. So Hallberg managed to keep the position. As we see other drivers now pitting, it's Nakano then into the pits. Leon is also pitted and he's down into P11. Oh my god, that is quite a big difference. But I should have much better tires. This is why the tires have more wear this season. As you can see now, he's going to try make a move on the Russian drivers. He has just ahead, but can he do it here? Bulatov did try to go around the outside, but he didn't have any space to make the move. So Leon up to P9 then, as I think Vermeulen pitted for the soft tires, as Leon is on the mediums. But there we have Gomez and Gibson, both full forces now battling for second, with Hallberg right ahead. Was probably just trying to extend those tires a little bit, but probably don't do that something that much. Not too much difference here from Gibson. He goes off the track now. Gomez managed to pass his teammate. He's gonna try and pass Hallberg, who now goes into the pits after 15 laps then. Let's see how will this strategy work. As you can see now, going for the hard tires, and I wonder if he's going till the end. So there he goes. He's gonna be leaving the pits in P5. Just ahead of William Maxwell. Well, yeah, quite a good race there for the GRC team. As they got then Wood and Vermeulen now. Both drivers battling each other here. There goes the Dutchman getting ahead on much better tires. So yeah, it's very clear that he's going for a two-stopper here. Now Hallberg might go for a one-stopper. in today's race. But yeah, the drivers ahead still continue to stay out as we see now Muller getting closer to Dave Gibson here. The rivals from last season now will continue to battle in this season, of course. But now Gibson is on different cars as you can see. Oh, Gibson goes off the track there. So Muller now up to second place then. With Gomez still in the lead, as you can see Robert Will just getting out of the way as he was now leaving the pits. But now should be interesting because now they have lap drivers on better tires who will probably try to unlap themselves. Which sometimes is not an easy decision and an easy task. But you will see how things will go as we have still Hallberg in P5. And wondering when will the other speed, as you can see Gibson goes off the track once again, just struggling a lot on that corner. A lot of drivers do struggle there. As you know, Hallberg just getting closer to the attack here. As in the meantime we have Muller. But yeah, they still continue to stay out as you can see now. But then now this is the battle for the provisional lead here. As you can see, Gomez goes a little bit off the track, same with Muller. But both drivers do not pit as Gibson goes off the track once again. But then now Gibson does go into the pits then. As we have then Hallberg making the move on the attack. And as you can see, what a huge undercut that was. So yeah, that is very, very interesting to see. We have then Gibson now into the softs as he gets passed by Vermeulen, who goes off the track there. But Gibson does manage to keep the position at least. But yeah, Gomez and Muller still out on track, not pitting yet, and Hallberg is just very, very close to catch them. But I think at this point I would say that Gomez and Muller will go for a one-stopper because it's already 21 laps in this race. So yeah, they're really going very, very long here on these tires, as you can see. I was just trying to see, okay, so you got 16 plus 19. There is 45 laps. As you can see, oh my god, Z-Tech just going deeply off the track here as he's trying to pit. Oh my god, what was that? Z-Tech was trying to go into the pits, but Leon just didn't let him go. I don't think he was aware. It was kind of similar to what happened in Spa between him and Hallberg. So yeah, Z-Tech has to do one more lap on those tires, who are just very, very old, as you can see. And yeah, in the meantime, we do have Hallberg now leading the way, 7 seconds ahead. And yes, so that was quite a huge undercut, as you can see, as we see now Muller on the soft tires. And then they got Gomez and Gibson. And I would say, maybe this time the strategy is working. The tires are making the strategy work. Because we did saw some big undercuts on this track. Although I would say the stadium section might be one of the contributing for this, because of how the drivers go off the track, and on low tires they do that even more. But as you can see, then we got a battle between Full Force and LSA here. As Leon has much older tires, I think he might have to pit again until the end of the race. As you can see now, he goes a little bit off the track. Muller managed to get the move there on Gomez, or at least stop the Brazilian for making a move. But now as you can see, Gomez goes for the double overtake on the LS6. Can he do it? No! Oh, that was very, very close. It would have been such a move there. He did try. It was very, very close to that. But as you can see now, there he goes. He gets past both of those red cars. And he's up into second place then. Really nicely done, as we see now Muller getting past his teammate. As now Gibson tries to go move inside there, he goes very aggressively there. And he gets up to P4 then. As Leon now on the mediums, there's just very old tires. I think he might have to pit again. And yeah, as you can see, we still got Hallberg leading the way, but that lead is certainly shrinking as the others are just getting closer and closer. Look at that, actually almost 1.5 seconds difference, I'd say. And then Vermeulen pits for the second time then, with Leon still staying out, not pitting again, but I think he should be pitting maybe on this lap. If he does, then I think he's going to the end with those tires, very likely. Yeah, we still see Hallberg trying to make his strategy work. It's pretty much did allow him to just take the lead right now and avoid any battling. But now he just has much older tires, and if the others caught up to him, it's going to be so hard to keep that lead of the race. So yeah, it should be very, very interesting as we see Gomez and Muller trying to catch up. Also, Gomez is on the mediums, which might be a good decision here, because you do need tires to get into that stadium session. As you can see, all they are going so deep into off the track there. But yeah, the others are getting very, very close. Once again, 1.5 seconds, something around that faster. And it's going to be very, very hard, I think, for Hallberg to keep the lead, as we see Leon is pitted again. Now into soft tires to go until the end of the race. And he managed to be ahead of Morelli, so that's great for him. Into P5 he goes. Pretty much securing that position until the end. Maybe, who knows, he could gain 11 seconds until the end, but I think that's going to be very, very unlikely. As you can see now, Gibson gets some still down there by Bulatov. As we see Muller try to catch to the Brazilian gyro here in the battle for second place, which could very well be also the battle for the lead. As you can see, Hallberg is not that far away. He now still have 6 laps to go until the end of the race. And now Hallberg isn't really lost that much time. As you can see, only 4/10 this lap, which is quite interesting to see. Maybe Hallberg gets such a good lap, but still the others are getting closer nonetheless. As Muller also tried to catch Emerson Gomez here, but really not being an easy job, as you can see. And look at that, they're just really getting closer and closer on each lap. And now it's only 5 laps to go. And probably the Swedish driver is just feeling the pressure now. As you can see, 8/10 of a difference on the previous lap. In the meantime, we do have Ziatek and Vermeulen in their own battle as well. We see also Maxwell in P9 with a bit of a damaged car there. He has to lap his teammate right now, but in the meantime we have Gomez then catching up to Hallberg here. But here goes then his full force versus anti-Pam here, but here goes Gomez on the inside. And he takes up the lead, there he goes, very easy move here, ooh, but Hallberg is gonna fight back, but he also goes off the track. So Gomez managed to keep up the position. So there he goes, Gomez leads the way on his first ever race in this series, and he's already leading the way here. He might potentially get a win as well, which will mean that all of the rumors about him will pretty much be true. As everyone thought that he could challenge Muller, and look at this, he's actually beating him already in this first race. With Hallberg also trying his best to keep second place at least. As he obviously did say that he wanted to be a much bigger challenge this season compared to the last season, but as you can see, Hallberg is not giving up as he goes on the inside line. They both pull off the track. But now Hallberg keeps once again the position. And now just 2 laps to go. Taking big advantage of this lap driver chaos. And yeah, so here we go then. Gomez still has a much better tires here. So let's see what can he do now. Still an exciting race. When it looked like it was over, it looks like it's not over at all. Yeah, here we go then. Who can take the win, as now it's just going to be 1 lap to go to the end. As soon as they cross the line. And here we go then, only 1 lap to go. Which is around 36 seconds. As you can see now, let's see what can the Brazilian do here. He's on the back straight. Going to try to go for a move here. Once again, Hubbard just keeping himself ahead. Just making that car as wide as possible. Now Gomez tries a move on the inside line here. As Hubbard goes off the track, Gomez as well, but he managed to do it. Here he goes then. Emerson Gomez wins the Mexican Grand Prix with Hubbard in second place. Then it's going to be Sebastian Muller in third, with Dan Gibson being quite far away, but in P4, as you can see, with Leon getting very, very close. Look at that. But yeah, but I guess he managed to make his strategy work, because I think he started behind Leon. So yeah, really nicely done there by the Scottish driver. Completely dead tires, as you could see. But yeah, it was a very interesting race. As we see all the drivers finishing the race now, we got Robert Wood being quite far ahead of Bulatov actually. And yeah, interesting race. Also interesting in terms of strategy. Odegaard actually ended up losing quite a lot of position. It was up to P5 at the start. But I guess that car might not actually have the best of pace. There was not a lot of expectations for the team, as they bring in two drivers, both from Norway, who are not that very well known at the. But yeah, I guess they're not that far away. They still managed to beat Nakano, who seems to be struggling on that GRS car. And yeah, so as soon as the Japanese driver finishes the race, this will be over. So there he goes then. So having a look into the results, we have Emerson Gomez then taking his first win already, and also the fastest lap with Halbert then in second place, just ahead of Muller. Then we got Gibson just ahead of Leon as well, as he's on the LSA sandwich. Then we got Morelli in P6 just ahead of Roy Vermeulen on his new team. And then we got Zietek ahead of Maxwell, with Robert Wood closing to top 10. Then we got Ivan Bulatov just ahead of Tom Odegaard, and then we got Solem ahead of Genki Nakano. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this this first round. I just need to sort of check where we are racing on the next week, and it's going to be in Interlagos. So yeah, it should be a very exciting race as well. And I'll see you there to the next time. Goodbye.